Nathan Aspinall, here we are, Premier League Media Day. It's been a long day, but you're now excited for the start of the Premier League.
Yeah, I can't wait. You know, even doing this Media Day, it gets you the butterflies going. You know it's starting tomorrow. And to be fair, I don't mind it. It's not been a bad day. It's been 4 or 5 hours. It's been good. There's been some fun bits in it. But yeah, Premier League starts tomorrow. Can't wait to go in.
Premier League as a whole, do you feel you've got unfinished business after the way it all transpired in Aberdeen last year?
Yeah, get me on back on Gezi tomorrow night. I've had three times now. I played in the Premier League before, obviously this one, and I've got quite a good record. I don't think there's many probably got better than me. Missed out on leg difference, final, semi-final. So let's go one further this year and win the whole thing.
Coming into this campaign, where's the head and the mindset right now?
The head's good, to be quite honest with you. I thought I played well in Bahrain. I should have beat Littler, just missed a few darts at doubles. I was in my head, I'm like, well, bit of no match practice. Last week I was absolutely pants in Bahrain, but you know, without going into it, I did have a couple of things going on. I didn't really want to be there. It was kind of an inconvenient more than anything, but it is what it is. I went, tried my best. I was rubbish and got beat, so I went home. But now the head's in a good place. I'm really looking forward to it. I know what I'm doing on the board. Made a little tweak with my darts this week. Nothing major, but a little tweak, and I feel a lot more comfortable with them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What is that tweak? Because we've seen you over.
I've literally just made my points smaller again.
Oh, right, okay.
I increased them back end of last year to try and make the bed bigger for the 180s, and since I've changed them, even though we're going well in practice on stage, I've not. So I've gone back to my small ones. Simple. It's no Peter Wright. I've not changed all the darts. It's just literally just I've not called them in with a felt tip either.
Yeah. Obviously, last year in that Premier League, you were yo-yoing in the table. How important is it for you to get points on the board so you're not in that kind of position where you can just go off into the sunset?
Yeah,
and top four? I
learned from last year. My mindset was to concentrate solely on that first game, get the 2 points, and if I do that every week, I'd be fine. What happened was, you know, I lost all the semi-finals games. I think it was 7 on the bounce. Then I had a few weeks where I had my meltdown and didn't pick any points up. So then come the back end of the season, I was under so much pressure to pick them 2 points up, and it just got on top of me in the end. So I learnt a lot from last year, and I'm going to go in with a different mindset. I'm going to treat the nights differently to they did last year.
After the rollercoaster of 2023, are you looking forward to just heading into this year clean slate and attacking it?
I say that every year though, don't I? You know what I mean? I just don't do anything easy. Why my family watch me every week, I have no idea. If it wasn't me playing and I was watching it, I could do it. But I'm going to try and, you know, have a more steady year, shall we say, a more consistent year, because the last few years it's been so up and down. You know, good for 2 months, absolutely pants for a month, then good, and yeah, I'm just trying to have a consistent year. And yeah, there's a lot of things have changed in my life the last 6 months, and I feel in a place now where I can get that consistency.
On that change, obviously not going to go into percentages, but do you actually feel more at ease with yourself now and in the best headspace you've been for that maybe 18 months?
Yeah, like I say, the 12, even though it's been a fantastic 12 months for me with regards to the, you know, winning the match play, final of the World Series, just missing out on the Premier League. It has been a successful year on the board, but there's been so much stuff going on away from the hockey. You know, people think that we should, like with robots, with dart play, we do have lives. You know what I mean? Fans and people forget that. Because, so yeah, that's all sorted now. We've got an exciting talent with Littler, obviously in our stable. That's giving me a little bit more hunger because he thinks he's ZXF number 1. Not yet, mate. You know what I mean? But that gives me a little bit more hunger, even though we don't really care. It's still, you know, in the back of the mind, and it's good. You know, we've got a fantastic team now. Me, Dobie, and Littler. We're going to be travelling with each other all year, and you know, hopefully the 3 of us together can help each other on as well.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, mate.
Nathan, what have you made of the impact that Luke Littler's made on the sport?
It's a bit boring now, though, isn't it? Nah, honestly, it's fantastic. I've known Luke since he was probably 11, 12, and I knew then he was great. Did I think he'd do what he's done? No. He's exceeded my expectations, but he's a fantastic talent. The stuff that he's had to deal with away from the hockey, I don't think I could have done, and he's 17 if no one knew. So he's doing really well with it, and fair play.
Do you want to play them again, try and get a 9-dar and have your own?
It took me a year last year to get one, so we'll see what happens. But now, listen, it's It was one-legged darts. He played well in that game, and he's had a great start to his PDC career. But he is only 2 weeks into the season, so we'll see how he is in 6 months.
What was your reaction when the fixtures came out and you saw that it was Gezi and Cardiff?
I already knew. I told him in Bahrain I'd play him. Matt's had enough of me moaning about it, but it is what it is. I played him last year. I know what to expect. You know, these other. Someone's got to play me in Manchester. That's Rob Cross. Someone's got to play Luke in Leeds. Don't know who that is. Someone's got to play Peter in Aberdeen in Glasgow. So it swings and roundabouts. Do you know what I mean? I'll get it out of the way first round. It can't be as bad as playing Van Geuren in Rotterdam, can it? So.
You weren't tempted to go with a Michael Smith style wheel shirt then for crowd tomorrow?
You'll have to wait and see, won't you? This is media, not darts. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Cheers,
Nathan, considering where you were a couple of years ago with the injury and whatever, to be here, you're match play champion, you're coming into this as a major champion, you must be almost like reborn almost. You must feel like, oh, I can't believe I've got this back.
Yeah, and obviously that's what kept me going last year. You know, the game was getting better month in, month out. And then obviously there were some knockbacks during the Premier League last year. I've overcome them with the right team behind me. And then obviously winning the match play, it kind of gave you that belief and that hunger back, that I can still win these titles. And you know, there was a lot of doubt over the last 2 years. Am I as good as I think I am? Am I a top 10 player? Should have been in the Premier League? And you know, when I won that match play, that kind of cemented all that doubt. No, I am good enough. I am one of the best players in the world. And I think when you think like that, the game comes a lot easier to you than worrying about other people. And that's kind of what I did beginning of the year. But yeah, I'm the world number 4, world match play champion. And yeah, I feel like I say reborn.
Nathan, the Premier League's all about the huge arenas and the electric crowd. Is that why you've got such a great record in the Premier League? Is that really playing for your hands, that environment?
Yeah, I think so. I just love it. You know, when I picked up a dart, I wouldn't say as a kid because I was like 16, 17, but well, was I a kid? At least 16, isn't it? Now, I think when I first picked my darts up, you wanted to play in these big arenas and travel the world, and you know that's what I'm doing. I'm lucky enough to have the opportunity to see some amazing places, some amazing venues. And when I'm on them stages, I just try and enjoy the moment. Don't really put any pressure on myself. In the Premier League, I just try and go out every single night, soak the atmosphere up. I have an amazing walk-on song, which, you know, pretty much everywhere they love it and they take to it. And yeah, how can you not get a buzz walking out in front of 12,000 people, all singing to you? It's just amazing.
It was an amazing achievement in Blackpool to lift the World Match Play trophy. Not seeing you at your best since then, it was a point of World Championship.
That's one way of describing it, isn't it? Pants, isn't it? It's awful. But yeah, go on.
Can you put your finger on why perhaps it's not seen your best stuff, and obviously the World Championship, early exit as well? Do you know why it's
I think so obviously pulling out of all the Pro Tours, it's backfired on me massively. I thought taking some downtime away from the game, in between like the big events, was the way to go. It wasn't. I play better when I'm playing all the time. I think that's why I play well in the Premier League, because every single week you don't have time to sit on your backside and sit at home for a week and do nothing and turn up to the next event rusty. You're playing every single week. So I think that's part of it as well, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, going back to the last 6 months, I think I over-practiced. Because I was sat at home, I was like, right, get up, do some practice. I was doing 4 or 5 hours a day every day with Mike Smith, and that's never been me. I'm just a guy that picks them up for an hour. So I think I've over-practiced and put too much pressure on myself to play well because of all the hours that I put in, if that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Well, those experiences that you've been at the top quite a while now, and been at the top of the game for a while, but you're still learning and growing as a player.
Yeah.
So that you don't repeat those mistakes and get back to.
Yeah, well, obviously the UK Open was 2019, so that was what 4 years, well 5 years. Yeah, wow. But yeah, okay, it seems a long time, but it's not really. This is my 5th season as an elite player, shall we say? So I am still learning. You know, Gezi Price says all the time he's still learning different things, and you know, definitely I've learned so much from last year, about myself, about my calendar, about the things I need to do on and off the hockey, and you know, hopefully I put all them together this year and have my best year I've ever had.
Cheers, Nathan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nathan, first things first, you've got a lovely new shirt on.
Yeah.
But that's not the one you'll be wearing tomorrow.
I'm saying no. No, I'll say it to you, your target. Yeah, yes, I've got a new shirt tomorrow.
He's already told us anyway.
Oh, have you? Yeah. Yes, I've got a different colour for tomorrow, as well as other events, which, by the sounds of it, sort of eight players that are in it. So, yeah, that unique idea is kind of gone out the window. But, yeah.
And obviously you mentioned just that you've got Gary Price opening night in Cardiff. Do you quite like the idea of playing the spoiler for that?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I don't think he's been playing that well the last couple of weeks. Obviously, I've not been playing my best, but yeah, he will feel the pressure. He always says it to me that even though he loves it, it's probably the toughest night for him to play because he just wants to win so much. And I know myself, I experienced that in Manchester. I wanted to win so much, and I was absolutely awful because the pressure just got too much for me. You know, hopefully that happens to him tomorrow. But yeah, the crowd will be on my side, but it's just a game of darts, and that's how I've got to try and treat it.
And last year you did narrowly miss out on the playoffs, but is that the goal for this year, was to use that and then springboard into bigger things later?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, I was gutted last year, to be honest with you. Gezi was the one that actually knocked me out of it, so I'll get hopefully a bit of revenge tomorrow. But no, I think you look at the 8 players that are in this tournament, what a standard. You know what I mean? I think even just to make the top 4 is a fantastic achievement this year. There's not one player that on their day can't beat each other. Do you know what I mean? You know, me and Peter probably had the most criticism for being in it, shall we say. World number 4, world match play, European champion, world number 7. So, you know, we will go out with a bite, shall we say, because we're both snakes, aren't we? We'll go out there to prove people wrong, and I'm sure we both will as well.
Good luck.
Yeah.